Hey guys, welcome to day 5. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about challenge groups and what exactly a challenge group is and how we run challenge groups. So what is a challenge group? It is a way for us to keep our challengers accountable, and there's a few different ways we can do it. You can either run a free, like 5, 7, or 10 day, or you can even go 30-day challenge group where you are just providing a service, a way to be accountable. And you can create any theme you want. So if you have something that you're really passionate about or really strong in, like maybe you're a runner or you're great at like crock pot meals, or you want to talk about do like a clean eating challenge or a sugar detox challenge or even a Whole30 challenge. These are great ways to get people who aren't quite sure what a challenge group is, or maybe they're interested in your help but aren't ready to commit to buying a challenge pack or purchasing Shakeology. So that's a great kind of like open the door, start serving people, helping them build relationships, and then grow it from there, and to be able to take these people and move them into a longer challenge group or paid challenge group. So the next step is like a 7 or 10 day Shakeology challenge group where we combine Shakeology plus a nutrition plan. And recently we've just started moving to a 7-day Shakeology challenge because Beachbody's released a 7-day sampler packet. So you can just send your customers straight to your link and they can purchase their Shakeology. But in the past, we would have to gather it all up and we'd ask them what flavors they wanted and then we would ship it to them. And so we always had to have Shakeology on hand in order to do that. This kind of alleviates that. They get one of each of the flavors. So there's 7 different flavors. They get to try a new flavor every day, and it allows them to kind of really get an idea of what they do like. And it gets them to gives them a taste of being in a challenge group. We provide them a meal plan and Shakeology recipes, and we have daily posts. And we have these scripts like for the challenge groups in a file so that you don't have to like think of all this on your own. And then every month we always run a 21-day or a 30-day challenge group. 21-day has become more popular because of the 21-day fix. And from my experience, I feel like by the end of 3 weeks, we've started to lose people. They just get tired. They just don't check in as often. And the groups get a little bit less active. So we'll run a 21-day group and kind of take about a week or so, depending on when it falls in the month. And that's when we start our next group with the prep week. So we get them all prepped, we give them their meal plans, we get them planning and ready to go to start their next 3-week challenge. So it's kind of like a month of challenge group, but there's only 3 weeks of like actively doing the workout plan. And we have challengers who need more than 21 days. And so they'll ask to join multiple challenge groups in a row, which is totally fine. Like, we want to help them. So if they keep coming back, and especially if, they've got Shakeology on Home Direct or they're always a loyal customer, like every time a new program comes out, they buy it. Let them join you, because our job is to help them, and they've already made a purchase. And so now our job is to help them get to their goal, and it may take more than 21 days. So how do we get exposure? How do we get people, let people know that we are even running a challenge group? One of the things that I like to do is to create an event. You can go onto Facebook and you can create your event and make it public. That is key, because we're going to be posting every day in this event leading up to like the final, like you must purchase by or you must sign up by date, because it takes about a week to get the product. So you don't want them, going right up to the start date. When you post, people in the group that have been, or in the event that have been invited, will see it. And people who aren't in the event will see it because it's public. And when they like it or comment on the post, their friends will see it. So it kind of goes viral and you almost get extra exposure just because you made the event public. We have a script that you can use that will help you kind of with your daily event posting. That way, you want to make it your own, so you might change the wording of the post, but it kind of gives you an idea of some things that you should be posting about every day leading up to the final purchase date. And then that's how we build our exposure. So you create this event, we put our description in and we share that. So a lot of my new coaches, I kind of just tag them or I invite them to my event so they can kind of copy everything that I have in my event and create their own event so that you have a good template to use. Once you've invited all your friends, you're going to also start talking to them. And hopefully some of these people are people you've already been talking to, informing, like we talked about today. And this is just more exposure. And so now you're asking them if they would like to give it a try. And that's where you're going to get the commitment and the people to say, yes, I do want to do this. And then from there, we put them into our challenge groups. And a lot of my coaches are now running their own challenge groups, but I've always invite my newer coaches to kind of come in with me and bring their challengers and let's do the challenge group together so they can kind of get a feel for what it is and they don't feel like they're taking on all of that pressure and all that kind of accountability by themselves. They've got some other people in there too. And as soon as they're ready, then they can branch off and run their own groups. I definitely think that there's a benefit to running your own groups because you're able to really focus on your customers and build the relationships with your customers. There's also two different ways you can run your challenge groups, two different platforms that you can use. Most people have been using Facebook because that's the only thing we had available for a really long time. Well, before Facebook, it was emails. And we just created a private group on Facebook. And we put our challengers in there, and that's where we share all of our daily posts. Some people don't have Facebook, and that has been a concern over the last couple of years of, well, what do I do with my challenger who doesn't have Facebook? So Beachbody created a challenge group app. And as a coach and whoever's running the challenge group, you can put in all your posts and you can do everything from your computer so that it's easier to cut and paste and put things in. But your challengers access everything from their phone. And it's good for both systems. So Android and Apple can both utilize the app. And that has been really successful. I have several coaches on the team that have switched over to using the challenge group app, and they love it. The other thing is you can, again, create your own theme for each of your challenge groups. There's really no right or wrong way to run a challenge group. The biggest thing is that you are excited. You've got to bring the energy. You've got to be that cheerleader in that group, because if you don't bring the energy, the group kind of feels it. And so the more energy and the more just personality you can add to the group, the better the group is going to go and the more engaged your participants are going to be. I run my groups kind of on a point system. So the more they participate, the more points they earn, and then they get to have a chance to have they earn a prize. And the prize can be anything, ladies or guys. It doesn't have to be anything over the top. I mean, you could send them a $15 gift card to Starbucks, which is probably counterproductive, but maybe a $15 gift card to Amazon, and they could get a new personal development book, or that you could send them a shaker bottle. We can buy the Shakeology bottles. I think we can buy a pack of 6 for about $6 or something like that. It's not very expensive, and you get a 6-pack of them. And then maybe put a couple samples of Shakeology in there, and bam. That's an awesome gift. Maybe you have some extra cups lying around. I have a couple packs. That's a great gift. The Performance line has a sampler pack that's $15. That's a cool gift. So there's lots of different things that you can give them, and it helps to keep them motivated. And you can add extra points, if you tag your coach on your personal page, just sharing something about the challenge group, you get 5 extra points. And that helps with exposure, because now you've got your challengers sharing and talking about this challenge group and how they feel and the success they're having, and it's being credited back to you. And you're getting, it's like almost like free referrals, sort of like you're encouraging them to share, and it's bringing more exposure to you, which is also broadening the number of people you can talk to. So that's kind of a great way to get, you know, different people that maybe you've never met before interested in joining these challenge groups. So like I said, these challenge groups, they are like, I want you to make them your own. If you want to have like a spiritual challenge group with your working out, go for it. If you want to do like a personal development book that would benefit people who aren't Beachbody coaches, and there's a lot of them out there, combine it and kind of like a book club almost. You could have a running group that's combined with like a PiYo goes wonderful with running, or hammer and chisel, and you know, you could mix it together and you could share tips about running, and you could share your running stuff, plus you can share hammer and chisel information and, you know, your workouts and your nutrition. So there's so much you can do with these things, ladies, that, you know, and the possibilities are endless. So I will be posting some files with some scripts so that you can have access to that. But like I said, this is kind of like the meat of what we do. I mean, as coaches, we help people reach their goals, and we do that through challenge groups. All right. Have a great day.